Hello, coin collectors out there. Welcome back to the Big D Coins channel. Hopefully everyone's having a great day. Now you might see something in front of you that you normally don't see, and that is some foreign coins, some world coins, some international coins. Now usually I stick to United States coins, but decided to switch it up, make it a little bit more interesting, and we went all the way to Australia, and we've got a 2, 5, 10, 20, 50, and a $2 coin to share with you today. In this video, we'll just take a look at the reverse images of all of these coins. We'll talk about the different metal contents, the value of the coin as far as how much it translates to United States dollars, and a little bit about the highs and the lows of the mintages. A bunch of information that I think everyone will enjoy, and a nice little break from the United States coins. So let's start in numerical order with this coin right here. This is the 2-cent coin. Now, I might as well get it out of the way with. On the obverse, we see Elizabeth II. So we'll see Elizabeth II on all of the coins. We'll skip talking about her so much, and we'll stick mostly to the reverse image, which features some very cool animals throughout all of the different Australian coins. This coin that you see right here is a bronze coin. This design was made from 1966 until 1984. Its value is 2 cents Australian, which translates to about 1.5 United States cents. And the animal that you see on the reverse is a frilled-necked lizard, also known as a frilled dragon. It's native to Australia and South New Guinea. So that's what you see right here as far as the animal on the reverse. Now, as far as the mintage of this coin goes, the highest year of production was 1981, in which there were 247 million made. Now, Australia is a much smaller country as far as compared to the United States as far as population goes, so these mintages might not be what you're expecting to hear if you're comparing this 2-cent coin to the penny here in the United States, which would have had kind of close to $1 billion for the year 1981. Again, so this is the 2-cent coin featuring a nice frilled-necked lizard on the reverse of the coin. Moving on to the 5-cent coin. Very nice animal right here as well. This is the short-beaked enchidas, also known as the spiny anteater. We also see the denomination as far as cents, so we've got 5 cents right there. This coin was made starting in 1966 as well and made up until 1984. This is a copper nickel coin. The previous one we were looking at was bronze. Now there are a couple different varieties out there that have to do with the formation of the fingers that you see right there. So there's some where the fingers are pointed, and then there's some where they're more kind of rounded off. As far as the mintages go, this one has even less than the 2-cent coin that we're looking at earlier. The mintage for 1981, which was one of the higher years in the previous coin, for this one it is just 62 million. However, they were made at a few different mints. Some of them were made at the Cambria Mint, some of them were also made at the Royal Canadian Mint, and some of them were made at the Royal Mint in Larissant. I'm not familiar with that actual mint or what country that's from, but it's pretty interesting that some of these right here were made in Australia, some of them were made in Canada. Now, coming from the United States perspective, you can't even really imagine what it would be like if we started producing coins in another country. The people would not be very happy about that. Now, moving on to the 10-cent coin, this one right here. Now, can you make out what type of animal this is? Let me give it a nice little rotation for you if that helps. So this is a male suburb lyrebird. It's native to Southeast Australia. The bird was introduced to Tasmania in the 1930s. It is able to imitate perfectly numerous other species and sounds. So we see a bird right there in the background. It's definitely very hard to see, but a nice detailed stylized bird. Again, this coin was made in 66 up until 84. Similar to the 5-cent coin, it is a copper nickel coin. Mintages for this one even lower. In 1981, there are just 116 million of them made. They're only produced at one mint for this 10-cent coin right here. Now, doubling in value, we get to this coin right here. It's a 20-cent coin. This is from Australia as well, and because it's from Australia, we see a nice animal on the reverse. This is a platypus. We also see the numeral 20 on the reverse. The metal content again is copper and nickel. This one is a much bigger diameter though. It has a diameter of 28.65 millimeters. As far as the production goes for 1981, I'm using 1981 as kind of a benchmark because that's the highest year of production for most of these coins. So there are 165,500,000 of these that were produced in 1981. Now, since you haven't seen the obverse in a little while, here's the obverse side of the coin. We see Queen Elizabeth II and Australia, and then the date. Now, this one happens to be dated 1971, but I'm just going to use 1981 as the benchmark for all of these coins. Now, two more coins to go. We've got the 50-cent coin and the $2 coin. Now, look at the drastic size difference between these coins right here. The $2 coin, much bigger, and the 50-cent coin right there. So here is the $2 coin. Now, on the $2 coin, we see a couple of different animals, actually. We see a red kangaroo, and we see a emu. Now, they're both carrying the Australian coat of arms. We also see the numeral 50 on the reverse. So it's pretty interesting. We've got the kangaroo on the left, the emu on the right. They're carrying the Australian coat of arms. Again, this coin is copper and nickel. Once we get to the $2 coin, we'll get to a different metal content. But for the 5, 10, 20, and 50-cent coin, we've all got the same metal content. The mintages in 1981 for this coin, just 24 million. So the 20-cent coin, there are 165 million. The 50-cent coin, just 24 million. So I imagine the 50-cent coin is probably used just as frequently as we use the 50-cent coin here in the United States, which is not very frequently at all. Another key characteristic of this coin, you'll notice that it is a 12-sided coin. So 12-sided coins are what's known as Dodge-tagonal coins. So we've got 12 sides going around the outside of the coin right here. And then on to this one right here, we have a $2 coin. So we just really drastically increased in value by 4 times, and we've got a smaller coin. Now on the reverse right here, we actually don't see an animal for the first time. We see a human. This is a male Aboriginal elder. We also see the 5 stars of the Southern Cross constellation and native grass tree. So we see the Aboriginal elder right here, the 5 stars of the Southern Cross at the top, and the native grass right there. As far as the metal content, this one is aluminum and bronze. So it's a little bit different from that copper nickel that we've been looking at for much of this series. As far as the mintages go for 1981, this coin was not made in 1981. It was made from just 1999 to 2018, so I can't get you those 1981 mintages. However, I can share with you the highest year of production, which was 2009. In 2009, there were 74,500,000 of these produced. Now, quite interestingly, in contrast to the United States, which kind of decreased their coin production in 2009, it appears that Australia kind of hit their peak for the $2 coins being produced. 2009, there were 74 million of them produced. The previous year, only 47 million. The subsequent year, only 36 million. So I've got the $2 coin right here. Now let me just swing in this one right here, the 2-cent coin, the 5-cent coin, the 10-cent coin, the 20-cent coin, and the 50-cent coin. So lots of different cool Australian coins that you saw on this video, all with different images on the reverse of very cool animals and the Aboriginal elder. If you've got any recommendations as far as videos you'd like to see on this channel, feel free to let me know. I'm going to stick with mostly United States coins, but eventually sometimes venture out into the Canadian, Australian, United Kingdom coins as well. Thank you very much, everyone, and best of luck coin collecting out there. Enjoy!